Hey everyone, it's time to go over episode 3 of Kamen Rider Gavv. And this week, we don't get a new form, but we do get the power up. We get the debut of Punchin Gummy, which we have not seen yet, which was shown in the. I think it was that was the one that was shown in the Gotchard Summer movie. Um, so obviously the Soda Gummy is the new Gochizo joining into the arsenal of Gochizos. I really like this episode. Uh, Once again, just like the previous ones, I do enjoy how Shoma is learning something from everyone he keeps interacting with. This time he meets up with a he passes out again after using the last of his money to buy another pack of gummies. I'm just like interesting that like he keeps passing out every time. Um, I'm trying to remember. Uh, yeah, because like this is like the third time. Luckily, this time he doesn't like start off passing out, which is good. Uh, he goes to open his gummies and they hit a pedestrian, a bystander, and then he passes out. The this nice good Samaritan, or so we think. His name is Sujimoto. He hooks him up with some bento, some rice and veggies, and when he's showing him his little book, his diary, his snack diary, he's like, "Oh, you're eating the snacks. That's why you're passing out. You have to have a balanced like intake of food. You need some rice, you need meat, you need vegetables, and that's how you get your energy." And I'm like, so I was like, okay, this is good. He's now learned that he has to eat like normal food and bentos. He had a nice nori bento, and I'm like, oh man, I kind of want a bento. That sounds appealing to me. And he to help him out and repay him. I thought this was neat because this is like a learning experience. Not every human and person is good because he brings them along to do a B&E, a nice breaking and entering. And Sujimoto's whole motivation is he wants to pay back this guy who helped him out and took him out of the streets and gave him a job, and he wants to repay him money so the business doesn't go under. It's those things where, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So I was like, okay, he's helping commit crimes. Interesting. I do one of the elements I always like the Gochizo's personalities and stuff, because we also learn via the twins. I believe one of them now is named Jeeb. I'm learning names. I told you, I learn names. It takes time, but I will learn names. Um, it's not easy for me. Okay, it's really not. Like y'all have heard me try and enunciate so many words over the years, and I'm learning to enunciate better. And they're trying to figure out these part timers are disappearing because now they're still trying to get the high quality spice from the happy humans, and the twins are just like, another one's missing. Then the Granite they're talking to this time, they're like, hey, it's your chance to step up, get us some high quality spice, and then they speak to another character in a mask, and they're like, hey, go investigate what's going on with these people that are Granite's going missing. A lot of there's a lot of moving parts in each of the 3 episodes so far, but it doesn't seem like an info dump. It's just progressing along nicely. And I don't feel like it's too much different subplots going on and progressing all at the same time in a 20-minute episode, 22-minute episode. The balance is there because we get stuff with Hanto, and I didn't know Hanto knew was it Amani? Like, I didn't know they all knew each other. Apparently he's gotten gig stuff from them before, like a few times, and now they're like, you're a regular. And her friend appears again from the last episode, and he's talking about, hey, have you seen it? And she's like, oh no, I experienced that like a week ago. Like, 1 second, like this wet slimy thing wrapped around me, and the next thing you know, this monster's in front of me. And he's like, take care, bye, I'm out. And Hanto's now starting to realize, hey, so there is a good one fighting a bad one, because even when he was talking to his boss, about hunting down the monster and finding him. He's even like, what are you going to do when you find the monster? So I'm like, they're already planting the seed that he's going to become Valen, especially later on in the episode, because we get introduced to a new character. I don't think they said his name in the episode. He's basically another detective dude who's investigating the Granuts because he knows them by name, and he actually swiped both of the Chakodon Gochizos while Gavv was fighting. I did like the punch and gummy form like upgrade for the fist. The fight sequences are so good. I like that there was like the soda splashing around, and once again we got another ultimatum. You know, give up the dark treats or I'm gonna beat you into the ground. And I'm like, damn, I'm liking this whole ultimatum, like from Gavv. Like, there's some humor elements to the show. The dark stuff isn't overly dark. There's a balance, and I feel like as I talk more and more about these episodes, I'm gonna say the word balance a lot because there is a good balance there. Like, when he's overly enthusiastic about snacks and food and this and that, it's entertaining. Some of his interactions with other humans are entertaining and funny, but then you get these fight sequences. Even his henshin, the more, like, now I've seen the henshin 3 times in 3 different episodes, and even just going from happy, like, the demeanor, the body language he has, his eyes start glowing when he's transforming, and then he just slumps over and slouches over in that more primal monster form. And I'm like, man, I like that a lot. I don't like to try and, think about what's going to happen in future episodes or guess or speculate, but I gotta feel like the berserk form or that is gonna be like a very monstrous when it happens. And I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be like beyond entertaining and probably good, and I want to know what that suit looks like. Um, but other than that, man, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. One, I want to start taking notes on this, but I don't want to do breakdowns and play-by-plays and beat by beat of what happened in the episode, because if you're watching the review, realistically, I would hope you've seen the episode. I don't want to sit here and just recap the episode. I want to talk about thematic things in it, forms, characters. Like, and the best thing is, so they needed happiness, and the human that was captured was this criminal. That because, the Granute that was hunting him down was just like, oh, well, I'm gonna create the happiness that I need to capture from him. So because he needs money, there's a bento truck that was the Granute's and left copious amounts of money in the little money container for the guy to find. And when he was at his happiness having all that money, that's when he was captured. And I'm like, Now, one of the things that I was hoping wasn't going to be dragged out and was like quickly put into the show was Hanto actually confronting Gavv and watching, because Amani hit him up like, hey, there's the monster sighting over here. He gets over there and instantly he's shocked. He starts watching. In my head, I'm like, take out your phone, take some photos, record. You're a journalist. What are you doing? And he does do that. And then he even confronts Matt. He's like, hey, are you a human? Are you a monster? And that's when we get introduced to our other character that stole 2 of the Gochizos. And he's like, you're one of the Granutes, aren't you? And I'm like, oh, cool. So it's okay. We got another character introduced that actually knows about the Granute. I like the idea that we have 2 people investigating it. Hanto, who doesn't know anything what's going on, just trying to find this monster that killed his mother. Now we introduce this other guy who knows what a Granute is. And I'm like, so my thing I'm looking forward to, hopefully next episode or the episode after that, is this character, us learning about the Granute more from the eyes of Hanto being taught, like, informed this stuff from this other character. That's going to be intriguing. Ultimately, too, because the one character that the twins hired to hunt down what's going on with the part-timers had footage of the fight as well and brought it back to the twins, and they were shocked, but not overly shocked, but like more like a confirmation of they saw the red Gavv. So I'm like, I need to know what the deal is with everyone knowing about this red Gavv at Stomach Inc. because it seems like it was a rumor or like some sort of like I feel like it's a rumor or like a legend type thing or like what is you ever heard about this red Gavv? No, I never heard about that. I never seen something like that. And all of a sudden they're like, hey, that's a red Gavv right there. It is. Ooh. So there's, like I said, in my last review for episode 2, I like that I'm getting more questions that I want to ask, like that I have for what's going on in this world and lore. And I do like that. I feel like we're on track where a lot of those questions are getting answered. And my main thing is I hope no plot points get thrown to the wayside. But we're too early in. That's why I'm saying I'm not speculating on a lot of stuff. Also, I do like that the episodes like they go by really quick. They don't. I don't feel like they drag out. There's like the amount of action to story and characters. There's something about the edit and how it's done where I'm just like when the episode's over, I'm like that was a good episode. I always wish there's more. You know, I wish episodes were longer. That's always how I'm gonna be. But it's not one of those things where the episode was over and I was like, what was that? Where's this? Where's X? Where's Y? Like what? It's one of those things where I'm like, man, this is I like this. This is actually really, really good. But yeah, that's it. My episode 3 review. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. You still hooked? I do enjoy the fact that like online right now for the last since the show debuted. Like before the show debuted, there was so much hype for like the toys and the forums and speculation. Now that the show's out, I'm seeing universally this is a very positive and well received show. I hope it continues to be that way. I see more content creators popping up on YouTube that are covering it. I've been checking out a lot of those, like, and subscribing to a lot of new content creators. So I'm like, oh wow, I didn't like this showed up on my feed. My algorithm is fixed, so I can actually see other people doing like Toku stuff. But yeah, that's it for the review. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the episode. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I got more stuff I'm working on right now. I got some more Gavv toys that are going to be on their way for our Gochizos. I've got, you know, the next Blockies video going up this week. Gachard Soto, the final wave. I just got to make the thumbnail and then that'll go up as well. So yeah, make sure you subscribe because I got a lot of content coming up and I've modified my work schedule so I'm not going to be as overwhelmed with my job, so I can actually create content and relax more. But I thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.